Welcome to Episode 3. Persistence. I'm gonna start this video with a bit of Tempoross. This was actually my first game ever, and you can see I even forgot a harpoon. Oops. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to explain what my basic plan is with the account, what my goals are, and just go from there. Also, every future video will be a lot more focused. This is a very broad episode just because I had so many clips and wanted to get them more or less out of the way so we can get out of the early game and start doing the fun stuff, you know? My basic plan for the account was to 3-tick barbfish until 60 agility. This would let me skip the slower, lower level courses and just do sears for full graceful. With the AFK lobster fishing I did while editing the first video, this would also coincide with 81 fishing, which happens to give the best fish rewards from Tempoross. So I plan to just play game after game of Tempoross to try to get the fish barrel, which would effectively double the amount of time that I get to AFK when fishing crabworms. I could then cook those for 70 plus cooking, which is a requirement for Recipe for Disaster, as well as having tons of great food to use for all my questing needs on the road to barrows gloves. Barrows gloves? Barrows, what did I say? Is it barrows or barrows? Unfortunately, this didn't go as planned, because I hated Tempoross. That being said, I have heard that solos and firefighting are a lot more enjoyable than the masses I was doing, so I may go back and try that at a later date, but I really didn't get fish barrel and I didn't like Tempoross, so yeah. I also have to say that I realized I made a bit of a mistake. I took hundreds of clips for this video, but that's a lot of content and I didn't want to make this video an hour long, and I also didn't want to split it into 2 separate videos because I really just want to get this video on with so we can get to the fun part of the account. You know, I'm actually really excited to do bossing and stuff. So what's the fastest way to get through a ton of clips? A montage. Also, I bought a room pouch.
Yeah. Since day one, I've been getting it. I'm spitting gibberish. I just spit the realest shit. That's why they can feel my shade. And I'm limitless, running like a business. I ain't leaving witnesses, I just keep on getting it. So meticulous, spitting out these images. Traveling these distances, just so I could win it big. And they feeling it, I just keep on dealing it. Jackpot stealing it, haven't hit the ceiling, yeah. It's the chronicle, lick it like a popsicle. Everything is comical, nothing left is logical. Yeah, biological, maybe diabolical. They say psychological, that don't mean I'ma stop it. No, economical, thinking technological, thinking philosophical, drinking like an animal, and writing shit that's flammable, writing shit that's tangible, writing hits like damn that flow, they eat them up like cannibals. Spit just like a fighter, I'ma spit just like a cipher. You can call me MacGyver, cause I'm winning, spitting fire, making hits. I ain't tired, and this life got me inspired. Man, this caffeine got me wired, I'm gonna take what I desire. If you with us, then you hired, against us, then you fired. Dedication is required as I'm rising up, get higher. Man, the view is getting nicer, like a girl, oh man, I like her. Always felt like getting outside her, now my reach is getting wider. I hit him with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of tricks and a little bit of tracks, and I wanna get a little bit up in the middle when you hit him with a little jingle like a baseball bat. She wanna mingle this and that, she says she's single, that's a fact. Send no signals here and back, she said that she loves my track. I leave and she follow, all up in my condo, take it off pronto, assisting like I'm Rondo. Baby Congo, Encore Bravo, fold you like a taco, I blast off Apollo. And I'm nasty, can't get nothing past me, dirty like the backseat, got a question, ask me. Everlasting, you know that I'm passing, all these boys I'm waxing, my flow got them collapsing. I've been setting records, boy, you could call me Guinness. Spitting flow like a cancer, some call it a sickness, and I got all the answers. Baby, come and get it, yeah, she says she's a dancer, wants me as a witness, one wish, yeah, I grant her. I'm the best she getting, she could call me commander, cause she better listen, I'm just playing, this is banter. Likes it when I'm spitting, she said that I'm like a panther, cause I'm always winning, yeah.
Well, that was fun, but when did they add this? I don't think I've ever realized this was here. I guess this is what happens when you don't use the GE a lot. Anyways, I continued doing various quests along the way while also trying to be semi-efficient when it comes to doing birdhouse and farm runs, and that's when I started to run low on herb seeds and my farming level was lacking. But luckily, I still had all of my crates from Wintertod. Well, most of them. I have the loot tracker pulled up on the side, but it's not really accurate. If you do want to see exactly what I got, I have a video on it and it'll be in the description below. But all in all, I ended up with somewhere approximately around 5,800,082 GP worth of loot. Approximately. And I didn't get the Phoenix, so we do need to come back here later. That kind of sucks because like the Phoenix is a really cool pet, especially with the firelighters to change its colors so you can match your outfits and stuff. That would be really nice along the way. Oh well. We also continued to work on our Karen favor because I will want that white graceful eventually, and we also finished up the Varrock Easy Diaries for the Varrock 10% more mining experience plate body! Yay. After that, I decided to AFK some crabs while I was editing so I can get 70 strength, and this would be the requirement to enter the Warriors Guild for when I went to get my defenders. Thinking back, I should have stayed 50 attack so I could have higher strength when I eventually end up PKing, especially as I plan to use range and mage for basically everything that's upcoming. And while I'm on the topic, I will try to stick to your standard PK builds while I'm on this account so I have the opportunity to PK sooner than later. Because I'm 60 attack, I can get quite a few range and mage levels before I gain a combat level. With 75 strength, assuming what I'll have after I get my defenders, I'll be able to train up to about 92 range without it affecting my combat, aside from HP of course. So I figure I'll take just one more combat level from there and instead grind out 94 range and mage so I can use barrage, and with the higher combat, the extra combat level that I get from prayer, because I need 49 prayer for Slayer Helm, won't hurt as much. Eventually, I will end up getting 70 plus attack, but that will only be once I actually have all the main items such as the God Swords, Blade of Saeldor, etc. If you're making a new account and are wondering between Ammonite and Sand Crabs, I always pick Ammonites. More HP means less overkill XP waste, but it also gives you fossils which you can take to the Varrock Museum, and from there you'll get lamps. This will be a huge boost to Herblore on my account, but it can help you with anything. Moving on, we got very lucky that the Observatory quest didn't give us any defense XP. And while I was in the area, I figured I'd also get an Unholy Symbol from this grave here. If you don't know, the Unholy Symbol has the same prayer bonus as the Holy Symbol, +8. But instead of the defense bonuses, the Unholy Symbol gives +2 to all attack styles. This means I will probably end up using this basically everywhere until I get a Fury, because prayer is just so valuable on low-level Iron Men without a huge stash of prayer potions. Back to questing, our account is finally starting to take shape. We got our Ava's device, which is currently best in slot until we do Dragon Slayer 2. We finished the Heroes quest and unlocked the Dragon Battle Axe and the Dragon Mace. While many people know the Dragon Battle Axe has a great special attack for Iron Men when they're slowly training their melees, a lot of people don't realize how much the Dragon Mace was buffed when the attack speed was increased from 5 to 4. Despite having 11 less strength than the Dragon Scimitar, the max hit is often only 1 or 2 less than the Sim, but it also has a +5 prayer bonus, and it's a crush weapon where there are a lot of monsters weak to crush. I didn't believe it, but after some calcs, it really is a great option in many situations.
Such as slapping this lady without wasting any prayer.
I then became a Fremnik, and I am in a tough debate about getting 45 defense or not right now. I'm definitely going to if I can make it to the level of Zerite Vambraces, but as of right now, I don't think it's necessary, and it would give me another combat level. But it would be nice, but it's a combat level. But it'd be nice, but it's a combat level. But it'd be nice. Okay, back to questing. We finish off Cold War, Death Plateau, which gives us our best in slot melee boots up until we get Manacles, Troll Stronghold, Troll Romance, and we get to work on Edgar's Ruse? Is it Edgar's Ruse? First of all, why do they make us waste a precious Ranar potion? But aside from that, for anyone who doesn't know, you can one-click the Goutweed as this guard turns the corner to walk north towards you. Aren't you glad you wasted 27 minutes doing this last time? That's Edgar's Ruse completed, and with those Herblore levels, I'm going to use some of my Herblore supplies. I have a ton of Aventos, and considering I don't yet have Graceful, run energy is a problem. So I figured I'd make some super energy potions, as it only takes a few minutes to grab an inventory of the Mortmire fungus, and I still have a lot of quests coming up, so this will help a lot. You may have also noticed that the screen got a good bit fuzzier, and unfortunately I didn't realize when I was recording that my computer hardware decided it was just done with being able to handle this level of quality. So I think this should be fixed for the next video, but I'm sorry, it's probably only gonna get worse this video. Bloop. Anyways, we got Tybua One Eye done, which means we can now fish Carabombs even if we don't have a fish barrel. Sad. We then finished the Lumbee Easy Diary and took the time to grind out some Tears of Guthix. This may not seem like much, but it is a hard task to get over 100 tears in a single game, and eventually defense will be my lowest skill, so I had to get this out of the way early. We then finished up some Eyes of Glory? Eyes of Glory. I don't know how to say it, but this was just for some easy rune crafting experience, so we can craft a lava rune, because I also want to finish off the Lumbee Medium Diaries for the Valley Farm Teleport for some easy farming XP during Leagues. Yeah, I didn't really play Leagues, but just goes to show you how far behind I am in editing. Instead of actually playing Leagues, I decided that I would do about an hour of Mage Training Arena each day. I really cannot stand the Telekinetic Theater, but I know I have to do it eventually. The first upgrade we'll be going for is Bones to Peaches, as it's a useful spell, it's a diary requirement, and it'll help us in the graveyard room going forward. I then plan to get the Mage's Book, which may seem a bit strange to some people, but it will be a best in slot mage attack and defense item on the account, and I know if I get a wand or boots before it, I won't have the motivation to come back for it yet. With the completionist goal, I will eventually go for the full Infinity set, but for now, I plan to get Bones to Peaches, Mage's Book, Infinity Boots, and then the Master Wand in that order. If you don't know, Master's Wand can autocast ancient spells, and it will be my best in slot until the Super League game. Kodai. So as I briefly mentioned at the beginning of the video, one of my main goals was to get Barrows gloves, as they're a great overall item, and they're one of the items that really defines a Zerker. I just had one last requirement before I could finish off RFD.
Legends Quest.
And while it's iconic, I've actually never completed this quest before. I've always played Piers. So I actually really like this quest. There's a good bit of lore, there's some fun items like the bull roar thing that makes it look like you're like dancing or fist pumping or something. There's a lot of cute cutscenes and it's just a lot of fun exploring. Like, look at this demon and the star circle thing, I don't know, it's great. I just can't imagine doing this years and years ago without the help of Runelight. That would have been crazy. Like, I really don't understand how some people figure out, like, what's needed in some of these circumstances. I don't know. Thank you, Runelight. I'm a spacebar scaper. Thank you. Thank you. That quest actually took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I did it. I really did like it. And the best part, we get some herblore levels. And then I took a few minutes to actually explore the Legends Guild, because again, I've never been in it, so it's actually kind of cool. Well, I thought it was at first, then I thought it was like kind of empty, like, I don't know, I guess I expected more from it, but at the same time, like, there was a lot of cool stuff in it, but yeah, I don't know, yeah. Okay, you're probably gonna laugh, but I genuinely thought Mithril Seeds were only available from the Waterfall quest, and that's why they were like so valuable, and I literally thought PKers just bought them from like bot farms that would just make an account, do Waterfall, and then sell the seeds. I had no idea they were actually sold in a shop. Wow, I feel stupid. But of course, we have to equip the Legends Cape. It is a status symbol, it's an icon, and now we're an icon. Yeah. With Legends completed, we work on finishing up the RFD subquests, and holy moly, we found a champion. Look at him go, like, main-handing a God Sword, what a unit. Anyways, like I was saying, we work on finishing up the RFD subquests so we can finally get our Barrows gloves. And oh my gosh, are they weird. I've never done these subquests before, and like, I really didn't expect them to be so strange. So I really kind of wish I did my montage after like this part. I did it too early, I guess, because some of these clips would have been really good, I think. Maybe I needed a second montage, I don't know. I did also skip out on like a lot of quests. I actually did them and then just didn't show them, sorry. It was mostly free-to-play quests that everyone does and like you won't remember anyways. Yeah, this stuff was really weird. So anyways, we finish up the subquests and we are ready to fight the Coloramamancer.
Nope.
Apparently you need to do Desert Treasure, which I don't know, I just forgot, I guess. I definitely just glossed over it. Whatever. I guess we have to go do Desert Treasure. Yay. So I didn't show the clip, but earlier when I was playing, I realized that I can still fail pickpocketing ham members, even though I'm 99 thieving, just because I wasn't wearing my cape. So I thought, I wonder how crazy this chest still is with 99 thieving. I thought it would be, easier. No. No, it wasn't. I swear this is like complete RNG. Your level does not seem to matter at all. Weird. And honestly, at this point, I have no idea what was going on. I've done this quest on like low HP, 1 defense peers without overheads, without any issue. But for some reason, on this account with prayer and defense, I just couldn't. I thought that I could like one tick range into melee prayers over and over and over again, and he would never hit me. But I tried it, and then I was still getting hit, and then I was just, I don't know. It just didn't work, and the worst happened. This is why I'm not hardcore. But on the rematch, we absolutely decimated the noob, and yeah, we got our diamond. It's 2022 and people are still splashing on rats. Come on. I just had to do it. Also, Desert Treasure obviously gives you one of the biggest quest rewards out of anything in the ancient spellbook, but this is so miserable. I hate it. Why does it make you do this? And I didn't even remember to bring skis here. That would have been so good. So now that we have all the diamonds, we just need to finish off with the pyramid, and I've honestly never fallen in it, so I'm not worried at all. And my weight with what I'm wearing is 0, so there shouldn't be any problems. I literally don't know what is happening. I've been here for over 20 minutes, and I just keep falling. I don't know what I'm doing to make myself fall, but I just keep falling, and then I want to conserve my run and my prayer more and more, and then I'm falling more and more. It's like a downward spiral. It's so bad. I don't know. I literally thought that you couldn't fall if you touched the minimap. I don't know why. This is rough.
Finally.
Like, look at my prayer. I'm almost out of prayer. I'm running low on run. We finally did it. And I was so excited to get that nice screenshot of me finishing the quest when...
Nope.
It literally just never shows up because these stupid scarabs attacked me. I didn't even know you can get attacked in here. Ugh. So we are finally ready to finish off RFD, and honestly I was kind of scared of these fights because you can't use prayer in here. Fortunately, you're able to go bank between each and every fight, so I took advantage of that, getting a new full inventory every time, and slowly yet surely we beat boss after boss until we finally reached the Coloromancer. He was actually easier than some of the other bosses. Maybe I just hit good or maybe he just hit bad, but this was actually a fairly quick fight comparatively. And as we dealt that final blow, we had finally unlocked full access to the Coloromancer's chest, allowing us the ability to wield the barrows gloves. This honestly just feels so sick. Like, I've never gotten these gloves by myself before. And like, I don't know, I'm so excited to have these. I'm starting to feel like a real Zerker at this point. There's a lot more items that we need, of course, but for now, like, this is a huge step in the right direction. I really feel like, you know, a real account. So that's gonna be it for this episode. In the next episode, we're gonna continue working towards the items that really make us feel like an established Zerker. Whether it's the defenders or the void armor, we're just gonna go for it all. And in addition to that, we're going to start doing things like Slayer and bossing so we can start progressing the account like we want to. There's a lot of combat achievements that we want to do, and it's time to get started with them. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, and if you're wondering, I still can't PK. Now subscribe to me. And hit the bell or something. I guess it tells you when I set a video. I don't really know. But just do it.
Subscribe, motherfucker.